Learning English can be a challenging journey, especially when you feel like you don't know enough words to express yourself fully. Vocabulary is the foundation of language. It's what allows you to communicate your thoughts, understand others, and connect with the world around you. By learning more words, you gain more tools to use in conversations, writing, and even thinking. In this article, we'll explore 10 simple and practical ways to expand your vocabulary, each of which can be easily integrated into your daily routine. 1. Read every day. Reading is a powerful way to learn new words because it exposes you to language in context. When you read, you don't just see words on a page. You see how they interact with other words, how they convey ideas, and how they are used in different situations. This helps you understand not only what the words mean, but also how to use them correctly. To get started, choose reading materials that match your current level of English. This could be anything from children's books and comic books to short articles online. The key is to read something that interests you so that you stay motivated. As you read, pay attention to any new words you come across. Try to guess their meanings based on the other words around them. This is called using context clues. If you're not sure about a word's meaning, don't worry, just look it up in a dictionary. Over time, you'll find that reading becomes easier, and you'll be able to tackle more complex materials. How to practice? Start with 10 to 15 minutes of reading each day. As you become more comfortable, gradually increase the amount of time you spend reading. Choose a variety of reading materials such as books, magazines, blogs, or even social media posts. The more diverse your reading, the more varied your vocabulary will become. Make a habit of noting down at least 3 new words from your daily reading. Write down not only the word and its meaning, but also the sentence where you found it. This will help you remember how to use the word correctly. Example: if you're reading a book about space, you might come across the word orbit. By reading the sentence, you can guess that it has something to do with movement around a planet. After looking it up, you'll learn that orbit refers to the path one object takes as it moves around another object, like how the Earth orbits the Sun. 2. Use a dictionary. A dictionary is an essential tool for anyone learning a new language. It's not just about looking up the meanings of words, it's also about understanding their pronunciation, different forms, and how to use them in a sentence. With so many types of dictionaries available, you can choose the one that best fits your needs. For beginners, picture dictionaries can be particularly helpful because they provide visual representations of words. When using a dictionary, try to go beyond just reading the definition. Look at example sentences to see how the word is used in context. If the dictionary provides information about the word's origin or related words, take note of that too. This can give you a deeper understanding of the word and how it fits into the language as a whole. Over time, as you continue to use a dictionary, you'll start to recognize patterns in word formation and usage, making it easier to learn new words. How to practice? Set a goal to learn at least 1 new word from the dictionary every day. Start by choosing a word that you find interesting or useful. Once you've found a new word, say it out loud a few times to practice its pronunciation. Then, write it down in a sentence of your own to reinforce its meaning. Challenge yourself by picking a word that you don't fully understand or that you've seen before but never really learned. Look it up and study it in detail. Example: imagine you come across the word resilient. You might find its meaning to be able to recover quickly from difficulties. By reading example sentences, You can see that it's often used to describe people who don't give up easily, like she's a resilient person who always finds a way to keep going. 3. Keep a word journal. Keeping a word journal is a practical and effective way to track your vocabulary growth. By writing down new words, you engage more actively with the language, which helps you remember the words better. Your word journal doesn't have to be anything fancy. A simple notebook or a digital document on your phone will work just fine. The important thing is consistency. In your word journal, try to go beyond just writing the word and its meaning. Include the part of speech noun, verb, adjective, etc., synonyms words with similar meanings, antonyms words with opposite meanings, and a sentence using the word. You can even draw a small picture to represent the word, which can be especially helpful if you're a visual learner. Reviewing your journal regularly will reinforce what you've learned and help you see your progress over time. How to practice. Dedicate a few minutes each day to adding new words to your journal. Aim for at least 5 to 10 words per week. Set aside time each week to review your word journal. As you review, try to use the words in new sentences or conversations. Consider categorizing your words by themes, such as food, travel, or emotions. This can help you learn related vocabulary in groups, making it easier to remember. Example: you learn the word empathy. In your word journal, you might write, empathy noun, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Synonyms: compassion, understanding. Antonyms: indifference. Example: her empathy for others made her a great friend. 4. Play word games. Word games are an enjoyable way to expand your vocabulary without feeling like you're studying. Games like Scrabble, Boggle, and crossword puzzles challenge you to think of words, often under time pressure, which can help you recall words more quickly. Many word games also introduce you to new words that you might not encounter in everyday life, which can be a fun way to learn. In addition to traditional board games, there are many apps and websites designed to help learners practice vocabulary through games. These can be especially useful because they often provide hints or definitions for new words, helping you learn as you play. Word games can be played alone or with others, making them a versatile option for both independent study and group learning. How to practice. Set aside time each week to play word games, either online or with friends and family. Make it a regular part of your learning routine. When you encounter a new word in a game, take a moment to look it up and understand its meaning before continuing. Challenge yourself by trying to use words you've learned from games in your daily conversations or writing. Example: while playing a word search game, you find the word quaint. You don't know what it means, so you look it up and discover that it refers to something charmingly old-fashioned. Now you can use it in a sentence like, the village had a quaint little bakery. 5. Listen to English music. Music has a unique way of making words stick in your memory. When you listen to English songs, you not only hear the words but also feel the emotions behind them. This can make it easier to remember the lyrics and, in turn, the words themselves. Songs often use repetition, which is great for reinforcing new vocabulary. Plus, the rhythm and melody of music can make learning feel less like work and more like fun. To get the most out of listening to English music, choose songs with clear lyrics that are easy to understand. Start with slower songs where the words are pronounced clearly. As you become more comfortable, you can move on to faster songs or songs with more complex vocabulary. Don't be afraid to look up the lyrics and sing along. It's a great way to practice pronunciation and get more familiar with the words. How to practice. Create a playlist of English songs you enjoy and listen to it regularly. Try to learn the lyrics of one new song each week. Look up the lyrics to songs you like and read along as you listen. This will help you catch words you might miss just by listening. Sing along to practice pronunciation and reinforce your understanding of the words. Don't worry about being perfect. The goal is to practice. Example: you listen to a song and hear the phrase "hold on." You look it up and find that it means to wait or not give up. Now you can use it when you want to encourage someone, like saying, "Hold on, help is on the way." 6. Watch movies and TV shows in English. Movies and TV shows are excellent resources for learning new vocabulary because they show language in action. When you watch a movie or show, you hear how words are used in different situations, how they are pronounced, and how people express emotions through language. This can give you a deeper understanding of words and phrases that you might not get from a textbook. To make the most of watching English movies and TV shows, start with content that matches your level of understanding. You can use subtitles in your native language at first, but try to switch to English subtitles as soon as you're comfortable. This will help you connect the spoken words with their written form, making it easier to understand and remember them. Watching the same movie or episode more than once can also be helpful because it allows you to pick up on details you might have missed the first time. How to practice. Choose a movie or TV show you're interested in and watch it with English subtitles. Pause and replay parts if you need to catch a word or phrase. Keep a notebook nearby to jot down new words or phrases you hear. After watching, look them up and practice using them in sentences. Try shadowing repeating what the characters say right after they say it. This helps with pronunciation and fluency while reinforcing the vocabulary you're learning. Example: while watching a movie, you hear the phrase "break the ice." You look it up and learn that it means to start a conversation in a social setting. You can now use it when talking about meeting new people, like saying, "I told a joke to break the ice at the party." 7. Use flashcards. Flashcards are a simple but effective tool for memorizing new words. The idea is to write the word on one side of the card and the definition, along with an example sentence, on the other side. By testing yourself with these cards regularly, you can reinforce your memory of the words and their meanings. Flashcards are particularly useful because they allow you to focus on the words you find most challenging, giving you a chance to practice them more often. You can create physical flashcards with index cards or use digital flashcard apps, which often include features like spaced repetition. Spaced repetition helps you review words at increasing intervals, which is proven to help with long-term retention. The more you use flashcards, the more familiar the words will become, making it easier to recall them when you need them. How to practice. Dedicate a few minutes each day to reviewing your flashcards. Start with 10 to 15 cards and gradually add more as you become comfortable. Carry your flashcards with you so you can review them during free moments, like while waiting in line or on the bus. Group your flashcards into categories or themes, such as animals or travel. This can help you learn related words together. Example: you create a flashcard for the word courage. On the back, you write, "the ability to do something that frightens you." Example: it took a lot of courage to stand up and speak in front of the class. By reviewing this card regularly, you'll remember the word and how to use it. 8. Talk to yourself in English. Talking to yourself in English might feel strange at first, but it's a powerful way to practice using new words. When you speak out loud, You're not just thinking about the words, you're also practicing how to say them, which helps with pronunciation and fluency. This method allows you to experiment with new vocabulary without the pressure of talking to someone else, making it a great way to build confidence. Start by describing what you're doing as you go about your day. For example, if you're making breakfast, you might say, "I'm cracking the eggs and pouring the milk." As you become more comfortable, try expanding your sentences or talking about more complex topics, like your plans for the day or your thoughts on a book you're reading. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. How to practice? Set aside a few minutes each day to talk to yourself in English. You can do this in front of a mirror, while walking, or while doing household chores. Focus on using new words you've learned. If you're not sure how to use a word, look it up or try using it in a simple sentence. Challenge yourself by talking about different topics each day. This will help you practice using a wider range of vocabulary. Example: you learn the word decision. As you go through your day, you might say to yourself, "I need to make a decision about what to eat for lunch. I think I'll choose a salad." By using the word in context, you reinforce its meaning and remember it better. 9. Practice with a friend. Practicing with a friend is one of the most enjoyable ways to expand your vocabulary. When you talk to someone else, you get immediate feedback on your use of words, which helps you learn more effectively. You can also learn from each other by sharing new words and phrases you've come across. This not only makes learning more interactive, but also helps you stay motivated. Find a friend who is also learning English or who is a native speaker. Set aside time each week to practice together. You can have conversations, play word games, or even challenge each other to use new words in sentences. The key is to make it a regular part of your routine so that you both benefit from the practice. How to practice? Choose a specific topic to discuss with your friend each week, such as hobbies, food, or travel. This will give you a focus for your conversation and help you learn vocabulary related to that topic. Make a game out of it by setting challenges, like seeing who can use the most new words in a conversation. This adds a fun, competitive element to your practice. Don't be afraid to correct each other or ask questions if you're not sure about a word. Learning together means supporting each other's progress. Example: you and your friend decide to talk about your favorite books. During the conversation, your friend uses the word plot. You ask what it means, and they explain that it refers to the main events of a story. Now you've learned a new word, and you can use it in future discussions about books. 10. Use new words in writing. Writing is a great way to reinforce new vocabulary because it forces you to think about how to use words correctly in context. When you write, you have the time to carefully consider your word choices, making it an excellent practice for expanding your vocabulary. Writing also helps you improve your grammar and sentence structure, which are important for effective communication. Start by writing simple sentences using new words you've learned. As you become more confident, try writing longer pieces, like journal entries, essays, or even short stories. The more you write, the more comfortable you'll become with using a wide range of vocabulary. Don't worry about making mistakes. Writing is a learning process, and the more you practice, the better you'll get. How to practice? Set a goal to write a certain number of sentences or paragraphs each day using new vocabulary. For example, you might write 5 sentences using words you learned that week. Start a daily journal where you write about your day, thoughts, or experiences. Try to use at least one new word in each entry. Challenge yourself by writing different types of texts, such as letters, emails, or stories. This will help you practice using vocabulary in various contexts. Example: you learn the word challenge in your journal. You write, "Today was a challenge because I had to finish a big project at work, but I was able to complete it on time." By using the word in your writing, you reinforce its meaning and remember it better. Expanding your vocabulary is a rewarding process that takes time and effort. By using these 10 methods, reading every day, using a dictionary, keeping a word journal, playing word games, listening to English music, watching movies and TV shows, using flashcards, talking to yourself in English, practicing with a friend, and using new words in writing, you can steadily build your vocabulary and improve your overall language skills. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Focus on consistent practice, and don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Over time, you'll find that your vocabulary grows, making it easier to communicate, understand, and enjoy English in all its forms. Keep going and enjoy the learning process. Each new word you learn is a step closer to mastering the English language. Happy learning!